We'd like to thank our supporters, OG Haulage
and Coolridge Heating and Air Conditioning for their ongoing and continued support of our podcast and helping us make this possible.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
I'm an Australian and this is how we talk, but yeah, certain words Americans are really touchy about.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right.
Go for it.
Welcome to another episode of Get Outdoors with Drew and Cam.
How we all doing?
I'm awesome. How you doing?
Bit sore in the legs.
Are you? You always are a sook when you go for a hike.
Oh, mate, it was good fun. It was a bit of a push, but we got in there and got it done.
Where'd you end up?
Little Waterloo Bay down on the prom for an overnighter.
Oh, awesome.
So about 26k round trip, in and out.
We haven't
over 2 days.
spoken since you've done that walk.
No, I only just got home yesterday, and
True.
here we are doing this now. So.
Why we always catch up when you've always gone away and done something? Last time we caught up, you had fire training. The time before that, you were doing something else.
Well, don't sit still. We know this.
Yeah, well.
So
when ADHD kicks in, mate, you're on. Listen, mate, today we've got a really exciting guest with us.
Yeah.
The face behind the YouTube channel.
Where to next?
Where to next on YouTube. Yeah. If you've ever watched one of his episodes, you'd know it's not just about hiking and hunting. It's all about adventure.
Yeah, some of the off-track walks you've done, Ryan, are a bit full on.
Yeah, well, after that intro, I suppose I've got a bit to live up to here.
Yeah,
well, this is it.
Yeah, I'll say a bit similar to you. I hate sitting still, and I eventually someone was silly enough to buy me a camera, and this is now everyone gets to live it with me.
That's part of the fun, though, isn't it? Like you're getting to show people stuff that they probably won't ever get to see unless they become mad.
A lot of people won't, and I do make it clear in some of my adventure videos, this isn't where you start, where I am, because if you try to replicate some of them, you probably will end up on the news or never be seen again.
How'd it begin for you, Ryan? Fill us in. I suppose that's the one big question everyone always asks, isn't it?
So the YouTube or the adventure in general, I suppose, are two different things. I grew up very remote in Victoria, right down near the border, a little place called Mallacoota. So the adventure's been there right from the get-go. Like, we didn't have commercial TV or a local radio station or anything until I was 15 or 16. So that was your options. You died of boredom, or you got
outdoors and did something.
Yeah. So that was where all the adventure sort of started. It was just what I did the weekend, and it's just sort of followed me right through into adulthood and having kids. And
was it something you said on your video that a lot of people were asking about your adventures between hunting and fishing and hiking and all that kind of stuff, that you decided to throw it on YouTube to?
So where the YouTube started was with my trail cam footage. It was I was spending a fortune on hard drives to keep it all, because you do get a lot of videos and a lot. And then when I was talking to people, quite often they'd ask about it. And I found putting it on YouTube was not only the free storage, so it started saving me money, but I could show people what I was picking up on my trail
Get
cameras.
to see some of the cool footage that comes from it.
Yeah, and all the wildlife and whatnot, because I was working away with a lot of people that didn't live in Australia that were just excited to see emus and kangaroos and the stuff that we're used to seeing.
Yep.
So that's where it started, just as free storage, and over time people started subscribing and watching more and more, and then I thought maybe I'll start recording the other stuff I enjoy doing.
The adventures behind it.
Yeah, and that's it. And once I got over the awkwardness of having a camera in my face and listening to my own voice,
it's a bit like running a podcast, mate.
Yeah. When you start, you go, I just sound like an absolute loon here. Is anyone actually going to watch this? And at the start, they don't. Let's be perfectly clear. It's what you've just seen looking at the channel last week. That's 11 years worth of work to get there. It has taken a lot of work.
It's not something that happens overnight, these sorts of things. It's a long growth period to get to them.
Absolutely. And I could talk about how the algorithm works and all that for hours. It'd probably bore people to death, and you won't have many
That's
listeners.
a whole different PhD.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Absolutely different PhD.
Yeah.
If you're not enjoying it, just don't even
Pull
try
out.
to. Don't even try to start a channel. People see straight through it.
Yep. Yeah, you've got to be really interested in doing what you're doing and wanting to show others
Absolutely.
to do it. So, yeah.
And that that comes across. I mean, obviously, if you were a millionaire and getting the best gear to do reviews, people are probably going to watch that. YouTube's full of people like that.
Oh, 100%.
But, you know, for your average Joe, if you're not just loving it and like, you know, revisiting your own adventures, I wouldn't start. Don't do it for the money. That's the number one thing. Like, you know,
like you said, it's that extension of your hobby that you've started that you enjoy.
When you got YouTube videos of kids opening presents and they got like 1.2, 1.3 million videos, you're like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Where you can actually tune into a video and look at animals that 90% of Australia never gets to see unless it's under your spotlight to your bull bar. But
and that's absolutely it. So I just started with that. I mean, I'd been doing hound hunting and stalking for years before the video, so.
You did sort of grow up in a prime area for
absolutely.
access.
I was very, very lucky with that. So that's sort of where it all started. Just free storage and flowed on from that.
The funniest thing was though, Drew, I'd actually watched one of his videos years ago on crayfishing and went, that face is a bit familiar, and went back through it and went, it was actually one of his videos that I'd watched.
YouTuber. Look out. Yeah. So, Ryan, what would be your advice for someone that wants to first time get into hunting or backpacking, walking through the bush? What's something you'd tell them before they head out bush?
It's the physical endurance that you actually need to do it properly and safely is probably a little bit more than you realise.
Mm-hmm. You broke me.
Yeah. I tend to do that, and I'm in no way in peak physical condition at the moment, but there is inherent risk with leaving the track. You do see that. So, make sure that you can get yourself in and out. Make sure you have a GPS and a compass and spare batteries for all that, a radio.
The fun part is look at the GPS when we went out.
Yeah.
The contours wouldn't line up for you. So
I took Cam and got a couple of Ks from the car and realised my GPS was broken.
Stink.
Which made interesting. I mean, if you hadn't spent a lot of time in the bush, the clever thing to do would be turn around and head out. You know, and that would be the advice I give to people. But because I had spent a fair bit of time in the bush and can navigate by ridges and you know, the background of rivers and you know whatnot, I felt safe enough doing it.
Particularly where we were too. It was very obvious sort of terrain to negotiate if you were.
It was,
But that's from years' experience in the bush too.
And that's absolutely it. And like I say, that if you were a bit green and your GPS did die like that, you could panic.
Panic and lose your way, or you've got to find your way out.
You panic and you rush and you expend a lot of energy, and you know that's that could get very bad very quick. So
how much planning you put into your trips then? I mean, are you scoping over maps and looking at areas and everything like that to have a topographical direction?
Some of them are years worth of planning. Some of them are minutes.
So
that's
does that just depend on the area you go though?
Yeah, look, we climbed years ago the highest mountain on Wilson's Prom. Now, that was Mount Latrobe down there.
Okay.
Now, to get up there, you actually need to go over the third highest mountain. So the first time I did that as a 15-year-old, tried to do it as a 15-year-old, and we failed dismally. There wasn't much planning from my side. I was sort of just part of the crew.
As you do at 15, mate.
Yeah, I'll grab that cordial bottle of water. That'll do.
Yeah, pretty well. By the time I managed to actually achieve that as a 30-year-old, some 15 years later, I had spent probably 2 years of looking at how we would do it the easiest way, you know, from do you take all your camping gear, you're heavier, you're slower, and, you know, doing it over two to just a real light backpack, pretty well only taking water and just hitting it, which was how we ended up doing it.
Were they overnighters or were they?
No, that was 13 hours of slogging through the bush. And just a side note, my best mate who gets dragged along on some of these often goes, no, I'm not coming with you. And then he'll ring me back in a couple of days and go, I've decided I'm coming with you so you don't die. He did Everest Base Camp after we did the Mount Latrobe hike.
Yeah, right, eh?
And still says the Mount Latrobe was the hardest thing he's ever done.
Wow.
So that gives you some idea of how hard that one was.
You look at the scrub down there, and it is not pleasant. It would not be a pleasant thing to try and push through.
No, it's probably like being in a rugby scrum for 13 hours straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, have a look at the video. It is one of my early ones. It is quite rough, but yeah, that's probably one of the hardest adventures I've ever done.
That's full.
But in saying that, though, you have said to me before when we've been talking anyway, that some of your rougher cut sort of videos tend to get more views, and which is interesting.
100%. It seems to be the less effort I put on the editing, the more people watch them. The rough and ready, I've found that doing voiceovers, unless you're really missing a lot of footage, doesn't really work for me. Doing music as background definitely does not work for me.
Yep.
Trying to pick the right tune where you're cranking through the bush out of breath.
Yeah. So, some of the feedback I've got on trying to do that is, just don't.
Yeah. But that's the thing, feedback's handy too.
Oh, 100%.
Let you know what's working well and what's not.
It is, yeah. So, like I say, there are blokes that do the music background and hunting videos, and they do it really well, and it works for them. Does not work for me.
Yep. No, that's fair.
Yeah.
And it is a time thing too. So for every 15 minutes of footage you see, it's about 4 hours behind.
I was going to say you'd be like an hour to 4 hours worth of footage just to get a 15-minute clip.
It's a long time. Yeah.
The clip you did with Cam, where you guys were drinking the coffee on that bluff.
Yeah.
That was beyond epic. Like I'd love to grab that still and make it into a picture on the wall.
Yeah, that's actually Cam's footage, not mine.
Oof, yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
that was epic.
Yeah, and that was probably one of the better spots I've ever had a coffee.
It was a cracking spot for a
What
coffee.
kind of coffee was it, though?
It was a dog and gun coffee.
Of course.
Yeah,
the coffee
I
for the
strong-armed
outdoors.
him into it.
Yeah,
We're still not sponsored. We're working on it.
I just had it black, as I always have my coffee, and it was amazing up there. Didn't need to put any cold water in it because the wind cooled it.
The wind was quick. The wind was
Tin
fairly
cup
fresh.
straight through it. See you later.
Yeah, but no, very nice.
Got another question.
Yes.
If there's any pieces of equipment you've tried that were either total game changers or a massive flop for you being out bush?
Ooh, so I do stuff really on the cheap. I've always just work boots, work blue pants, and a Reese top underneath a hoodie. So I've been told for ages to hunting pants are a game changer. I don't know that they're that big a game changer. I'm just as comfy in the work blues, to be perfectly honest.
I look at him when we hopped out of the car and went, yep, here he is in steel caps again going out in the bush.
There's nothing wrong with the steel caps, mate. I spent 12 hours at work in them. They're fine.
You can kick rocks in them, mate. Why not?
Look,
Well, they'd be moulded to your feet as well, so that's going to make a difference.
That is the theory that I have. If I have thought about buying hunting boots. I've reached out to a couple to try and get sponsorships. And so far no good.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, they just work for me. And the best thing is that if you do get them wet or they start to wear out, you get a new set for free.
Nice job.
In terms of game-changing gear, when I got a GPS, that was a game changer.
Okay.
Because, how old? I reckon I was 28 before I got one of those. So a lot of my adventures had just been done with a paper map and a compass. So that a GPS was a game changer. In terms for my wife, the emergency locating beacon made her far more comfortable because there was a lot of resistance with where I was going. Like, what if you go missing? Well, I won't. I could, I suppose. But now she knows I've got that. I'm definitely coming home.
We've got a couple in the news at the moment that are
disappeared. Probably should have had one.
Yeah.
And like I say, it's I've probably already said it, and I'll probably say it a few more times during the podcast. But if you are watching my videos, do not try to replicate them straight away.
Yeah.
Like, that is bad news. So GPS is definitely.
But you've got a lot of history with going bush.
A lot.
And learning.
Yes.
And having the confidence and understanding that.
Yeah, to get
one or two steps, you could be down a hill somewhere and that's it for you.
Yeah, and
you got the experience.
Yeah, knowing the area, like a lot of places have got old air shafts into mines that are capped off. So if you survive the fall, which is unlikely, you can't just walk out the drive because it's capped.
Got to get out.
And your locator beacon, we discovered, won't work underground either.
They don't work underground.
No, they need that clear line of sight.
Yeah, let people know where you're going.
So as you're falling, you got to throw your reperb back up on top after you press the button.
It first.
Yeah. Gotta get it on the way down.
Out of the bag.
Reperb.
The other game changer one's the correct pack.
Yep.
Yeah, that's...
Cam and I have talked about that a couple of times.
Packs can make or break it, I reckon.
Oh, they absolutely do.
Yeah. It's all good when you're in the shop and you put it on and you go, yeah, that feels really comfy. But like Cam's talked about, you put 30, 40 kilos of weight in there, the whole thing changes dynamic.
And knowing how to set them up, a lot of people I see with their packs don't use the
waist strap.
The waist strap properly, or adjust the arms, so they're carrying a lot of weight through their shoulders still. That gets old real quick. Really quick.
It does.
So, yeah, they're probably the GPS that you know how to use and comfortable with. Definite game changer and a good pack.
Fair call.
Yeah, that gets you a lot of the way. And
so you've gone through packs over time.
Oh, geez, my first one was a 1950s edition with the old
heavy
plastic.
old canvas sort of thing.
I think I've still got it there somewhere. It still works.
Yep.
God, it is painfully uncomfortable, I think.
They didn't care about your back then in the 50s, mate.
But you get those ones with those big aluminium external frames too, and they are uncomfortable on your back and your lower back. They just sit
There's no flex.
There's nothing.
So when you go to bend over...
You can take a lot of weight.
A lot of gear.
Oh, yeah. Because the main thing's hanging off the frame. The main weight's hanging off the frame, not your shoulders. But then your shoulders are supporting this rigid back area that you can't even bend over or step up or step down without it making them to be a problem.
That's where a lot of the modern packs too, you get those load carriers.
Yeah.
Those straps that come off the top of the pack up. They're really handy for if you're going uphill and downhill, but you've got to learn to adjust them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you've got to back them off for the downhill, pull them tight for the uphill.
Yeah. And I suppose with the pack, I didn't buy a one just for the hunting. I bought a hiking pack that I can strap the gun to.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, maybe the hunting packs would be better for the hunting trips, but then for the adventure stuff, are they the wrong size? So,
but that really just comes down to what your fit is. You know what you're carrying.
Yeah.
You know what you've got to carry.
Yep, and that's
to get in and out.
And I probably, carrying all the camera gear and stuff, I've probably skimped on the size of the pack a little bit.
I was going to say the camera gear adds a fair bit, plus battery packs for charging everything.
It doesn't adjust. So
that's where you need to take someone with you that's just a camera mule, mate.
Yeah.
Hey, you can point at me, but this mule saw some deer.
That's it. He definitely had a more successful trip than me, so I won't... it was slower, but he saw deer.
It was about the adventure, though, wasn't it? So
Going by what your channel and through the videos we've seen, you've obviously, in my opinion, been through some pretty epic places and had some epic views. What would be your top 3 someday I will do it hikes?
Ooh, okay.
I won't say hunting spots because we know we do not give them away.
No,
pie in the sky stuff.
To be perfectly honest with the channel, I am trying to, like it's a hunting channel at the moment, I would like to get more of the adventure and fishing stuff in it moving forward.
Yep.
So the 3 immediate ones, probably not bucket lists, but...
top of the list.
Yeah, I want to replicate parts of the first shipwreck on the Australian mainland, where they walked from modern-day Sea Spray in Victoria to Sydney.
Oh, stink.
I'm not doing... Yeah, that was the first shipwreck.
I think we'll wrap it up. You're insane.
Mainland.
I told you to get adventurous.
Now I'm not walking all the way to Sydney from Sea Spray. In fact, I'm not even doing the 90-mile beach component because there's none. But I've picked the roughest section of that, which I want to do early next year.
Okay.
From a little place called Wingan River to Malakuta.
Okay.
That's probably the hardest section. It's it's definitely the most remote part of it, so I'm going to do that. And then another trip, want to walk up to the border along the beach and do Howe Hill, which is a fairly prominent landmark.
And that's just cause,
just cause.
Yeah, just cause. I haven't walked up that hill.
Yeah, and that's it. And there's another one, again, not hunting related, that I've wanted to do since I was like 15, is walk down a river from near the border. It's on the Imlay Highway. The Genoa River crosses it. I want to walk down the Genoa River to home, and that's only about 78 k's that I've mapped. So that'll take some time
on a riverbed.
On a riverbed, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, but at least there's fresh water there.
Yeah.
What would be your average movement time to do 78 k's? How many days do you expect that to take you?
I reckon with that, well, you can punch through kilometres pretty quickly. Like,
if it's flat ground with nothing stopping it, absolutely.
It was the roughest terrain I've ever done, and I think to the top of Mount Latrobe and back was 13 k's. So I could easily allow that.
Yep.
And I think that's what I will allow for that 78.
So you could knock 13 Ks a day would be your expected.
Through thick, horrid bush,
Yep.
I reckon...
Down on a riverbed.
Down on a riverbed's probably going to be like that, and that's what I'd allow for that.
There'd be a bit of in and out of the river too, though. It's not going to be all punching through the bush.
Yeah, there'll probably be a bit of wading and swimming and that sort of stuff. Look, I think that's probably, fair, that 13 to 15 Ks is pretty achievable. The hike along the beach, I think the first day I've allowed 23 because it's mainly beach and there's nothing in my way.
Just a lot of fluffy sand to walk on.
Yeah, I'll probably have sore legs at the end of that. That's a long way.
Give it an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People just getting into it, obviously scale that right back.
Yeah.
I think...
Go have a look at Big Drift on the prom for a day walk.
Yeah. I mean, the 8Ks is probably pushing it for people that haven't done it through a lot of that bush, and even getting down to 5K. 5Ks is a long way from a track.
Yes.
You do that. You're getting out to places not a lot of people go.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's...
So tell me, what would be a destination that if someone said to you, I want to get outdoors and I want to go there, that any outdoor lover should experience at least once, no matter their skill level?
Oh, no matter their skill level, that's a good question. So I would say, and it's again pretty local, and it's not one that I've done myself yet, but Mount Oberon, Wilson's Prom, would be one that I would say. There's a couple of day walks down there.
Yes,
that would be something you get from the photos I've seen. You get a epic view.
It's an amazing view from up the top.
Yeah, it seems funny to recommend something that I haven't done, but I haven't done it because I've done the bigger ones each side of it.
Yeah.
And you can look down onto it and go, yeah, that'd be cool. I'll do that one day.
We did Oberon not long ago.
Yep.
And from my two girls who are, 13 and 11, myself and then my wife, took us an hour and 45 to get up there.
Yep.
With a lot of stops for everyone. But you get to the top, it's well worth the effort.
Yeah.
I swear by that.
That's the thing too. It's worth the effort.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter how long it takes. Have as many breaks as you need.
Yeah.
And just, the thing is too, by slowing it down, you see more.
Oh, 100%. There's a couple of lookout points on the way up there that you can actually still see across the bay, and it keeps you excited that you're getting up the top.
Even the little orchids, like at the moment, there's a lot down there that are out, a lot of the flowers.
Yep.
I was stopping, I was stopping there and taking a lot of photos of those things on the way.
Yep.
And it's just those little breaks that you don't even realise. So,
exactly right.
So that would definitely be what I'd recommend to start, and it does give you a look at a hill too. You go, how much harder would that be pushing through the bush that's next to it? You can sort of
and
if
that
you're
little bit
looking,
of bouldering too. Once you get up top,
you'd probably know what's the one up on the right. If you're on the top of Mount Oberon and you're looking across the bays
over Tidal River,
it's up on your right.
So you've got it's the Tidal River overlook. I think it's the walking track, but that's where the footbridge is being closed to get across.
Not across Tidal.
Not across Tidal.
If you're looking to cross Tidal, you're looking in a northeast. Looking from the rocks, you're on a bit of a diagonal to the right.
I'd have to jump on the maps and have a squeeze, but there's like we did that a few years ago, and it's the Tidal River overlook, and it's another through walk.
Are you talking over towards Windy Saddle and the hill behind that?
I'm not familiar with those areas.
Yeah, that could be Mount Ramsay. But
I know
there's no track.
When you're sitting on the rocks and you've got Tidal River Caravan Park right down below you.
Yep.
So you're looking across, and you'd be looking towards Whiskey and Squeaky and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I know where you are.
You've got the road in between on the way in, and then it's a peak on the right.
Yep, there is a walk up that. I can't remember that.
I'm not doubting that.
It's the Tidal view over Tidal overlook viewpoints.
Right.
That's up on those hills. Yeah.
That'd probably be an insane walk up there as well.
Yeah, we actually did 3/4 of it with the twins in a twin pram. It was rather adventurous, but we got
off-roaded with the pram.
We got 3/4 of the way up there.
At least you had a crack.
Oh, the kids enjoyed the bouncing around.
Yeah.
At least you had a crack.
But that's the thing with that sort of stuff too. It's the adventure's only limited by your imagination and your willingness to push.
Yep.
So
exactly right.
Yeah.
Another one that's actually probably a lot easier to get to, and you don't need a real capable car if you go in summer, is the Morocco and Howard Huts up on the high plains.
Okay.
I mean, if you take your time, you can get up there in most, or SUVs will definitely get up there. Most two-wheel drive cars will get up there. It might be a bit corrugated, but they're definitely worth a look.
Yeah.
And a day trip.
You get up around Mansfield, up into the high country there.
Yeah.
A lot of the tracks have been cleaned up quite well.
They have, especially summer of the fire season or just after. A lot of them get a good dust over because they need to get equipment in there.
Yes.
But the walk into the Morocco Hut, I think it's only 500 metres.
Okay.
That's quite pretty and well marked.
So that'd cover a lot of abilities too. You get out there if you weren't.
100%. As long as you're not in a wheelchair, you can do. People on crutches, I saw in there last time I was in there.
Oh, righto.
Yeah, it's
And the Morocco Road too. It's a circuit. You can come up from Lacola and up and through, and drop all the way back down into Braggalong.
Yeah.
That's a few hours driving to do.
I was going to say that'd give you a day trip, wouldn't it?
That's yeah. You could even do it as an overnighter and find one of the little campsites up there for a roadside camp night.
What if you went camping? Where could you stay?
There are cabins at Lacola.
Yeah, there is. I think
There's
there's the caravan park at Lacola.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you could stay there, then drive through, even go out towards Maffra or Bryag. You'd probably find an Airbnb or something along the lines of that. Even so,
there is farm stays along there as well that I've seen. You've got your Montana. I've got cabins as well.
Montana does, yeah.
Yeah, Montana does.
Seen that a few
Paradise
times.
Valley does as well. They're little caravan parks on the river there.
On the
way.
McAllister.
McAllister.
Yeah, that's it. I wasn't going to say the name because I wasn't 100% sure.
No.
Yeah.
So many rivers kept up in the head.
That's on my
it.
list of places to go.
yeah.
So do some fishing up there, chase some trout.
So there you go. There's probably a more difficult one and a really quite easy one.
And an
depending
easy
on how
one.
Adventures you are.
And it gives people a good look around for what we're doing.
100%, yeah.
And get off the couch and do stuff.
You can also take the cut from there off the Morocco Road for the Pinnacles Fire Tower lookout as well.
I think you need a four-wheel drive for that one, though.
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
You see, I tried to find that on a four-wheel driving trip once and may have got embarrassed with the track names or lack thereof and
Completely lost.
ended up 4 hours on the winch. So I haven't been to the Pinnacles yet because I missed the turd. But
As long as you say yet, mate. Keep that in mind, yet.
That's it.
You ever do trout fishing?
Do I? I do.
You do?
I do. Saltwater fishing has been more my go-to growing up near it, but I do go out chasing trout. I do enjoy catching them. They're often small in tiny little creeks.
Yep.
But yeah, it's I've always fished with bait for them, and my young fella's now got me into the lures. You know, younger generation are all about lures, not about bait.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I do enjoy that as well. And on a couple of our trips, we've started taking the rods up there as well.
Right, so you're talking about chasing them on lures now, the trout. I'll change your mind again, and I'll take you out and introduce you to soft plastic nymphs on trout.
That's obviously the next thing. I've been using just the spinners or hard bodies, but I do use soft plastics in saltwater. I just hadn't got there with the trout fishing just yet.
It's a lot more finicky sort of stuff and really short, sharp movements, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, when the more aggressive hits, I imagine, that's sort of, I think,
It's
the idea of the lures.
Yeah, it's the predatory reaction more than the bugger off, this is my spot, or the floating worm. Like, we used to chase them with worms under rapids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but,
which is exactly what I've been doing.
Yeah, you change it over to these soft plastics, and it's that predatory action. You see the bow wave coming in the small creeks as they're running down.
And when you say small creeks, that's one thing I was amazed when I did start the trout fishing is they only need to be as wide as a bathtub, and they've got fish in them.
It doesn't make sense, does
it?
it?
It does not.
If you've got to jump over a creek in Victoria, there's a fair chance there's trout in that creek.
Well, you see old mate on Facebook, was it Nuji Bush Goods?
Yeah, Nuji Bush Goods, he gets a lot of trout.
There's a couple of creeks you look at him doing his stuff, and you're like, no way.
Yeah.
And he's bang, 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 and I'm like, mate, that's insane. I'd never look twice at that creek.
There's I'll give away one of my little spots that I used to fish because they're only small fish, so you're only there to catch and release. Now that Stringers Creek, up towards Walhalla, it's very hard. It's not an easy walk in, but you get in there and it is crystal clear water that's probably at best a knee deep in a corner pool.
Yep.
And there's lots of log jams and stuff, but it holds trout. They're only probably 20 centimetres at a push.
Yep.
But you see them come roaring out to chase the lure, and it's insane.
In the Walhalla Township, you can often see trout they're very well educated and they won't touch anything, but
that's
you can
right.
see them if you just want to look at them.
Yeah. So, I mean, but yeah, trout's a great place to start for any kid chasing fish anyway, realistically, isn't it? So
You
Do we
got
get to go to
kids
the
wrong?
trout farms to practice with the lures, or?
the one in Piedmont, New G,
Yep.
they have a half an hour, you pay per 30 minutes, and that is you can turn up with your rods, your lures, and they've got a pond that's full of brook trout, tiger trout,
There you go.
the albino rainbows, salmon.
Is that
It's-
catch and release though? Or
That's
when-
catch and release.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so you pay per 30-minute window to do it.
Okay.
I'm not 100% on the pricing. I did speak to them recently when we were there with the young bloke.
Yep.
And yeah, they're still doing it. So you turn
Okay.
up, you bring all your own gear because their rods, they offer they offer you their rods.
Yes.
But they have a piece of line tied to them and a float.
Yes.
You're not going to get out over the weed beds. So take
Where
your
they're
own
hiding.
gear and you can. So, but yeah, like
And you did ask if I had kids. My kids are fairly old now. One's nearly 20, one's just about to go 18, and my daughter, the youngest, 15.
Yep.
So, but that's actually where I taught them to fish at the New G Trout Farm.
Nice.
So,
it,
yeah.
it opens that up and gives them that opportunity, doesn't it? So
Yeah, well, I found with kids, when I had tried to take them to a stream, if there's not action straight away,
they lose
they want to
interest.
go home.
They
Yeah.
lose the interest.
Whereas
Yes.
the trout farm, they actually get to, and I don't mind eating them, so I used to let them go there and just haul them out by the
Yep.
bucket load. Still, they were sick of catching trout.
Yep.
Yep.
But got them interested.
Yes.
And, two of them still enjoy fishing now because of that.
Yep.
And obviously, you go from, you can catch it to
It,
rivers.
it
And there's
takes a little bit more
break.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you introduce the actual adventure of going fishing.
Yes.
More than just the catching of the
The
fish.
catching.
Yeah.
And,
But if-
I could...
we
talk
got a bit of a
about-
lease going with some local trout farms
did
though that we
bang
could
out some
chuck
lists.
some stuff.
The first one that actually came to my mind was many, many years ago. I went out to Tommy Finn's in Warburton.
Yep.
That they have great pond setups. You
That
could
had been
get there in
going
a
for a
wheelchair.
long time.
Yeah, it closed down for a few years after they got flooded, and I was
Yep.
chasing all the trout in the river out the back.
Yeah.
But then they've reopened again, from what I've seen.
Okay.
There's Alpine Trout Farm in Nuji.
Yeah, that's
Is that the one
that's-
you were talking
yeah,
about?
technically it's like right on the edge of New G to Piedmont, I think it's called.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
The
everyone
other-
knows it as
It's easy
New
to
G.
find. If you drive towards New G, you can't miss it.
That's right.
There's not much in Nuji anyway, is there?
there's not, and a whole bunch of ponds sort of gives it away.
Yeah.
The other one I found was the Oz Rainbow Farm in Macclesfield.
Okay.
The Macclesfield Trout Farm, which is in between Belgrave and Wooraalloc, I guess you'd say.
Yep.
In the back there.
There is one on Phillip Island too, the Real Trout Farm.
Haven't seen that one.
There is, I've seen the signs for it, and I think I'm pretty sure it's still in operations.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but never been there. But
Me
I do
either.
know it is there. Yeah.
But even out the back, the other side of town, which I never thought I'd ever hear about it, but the Broadford Fish Farm or the Broadford Trout Farm, it came under two names
Okay.
out in Broadford. I mean, it's not hard. You Google this kind of stuff, you'll get the address, the prices.
That's
Usually
right.
they
You
have
know
the
what you're
gear.
in for.
The other one I really enjoyed was Buxton Trout Farm.
Yep.
That used to be my go-to. I'd go up to Eildon for the day, and
Not catch a trout. Stop
if I
past
couldn't catch a
Buxton.
trout, I'd just go past Buxton because they were all clean. But then when Black Saturday went through it, wiped the joint clean.
Yeah.
And they've rebuilt it, and it looks amazing.
that ash sediment getting into the
Exactly.
rivers does decimate them.
I suppose it's important to tell people that are going here. Often the fish prices are cheaper than what you're paying in the supermarket.
Yeah,
so not
true.
only you get the day out, it works out pretty efficient way to get fish.
Think with us at the New G farm the other week, it was $15 a kilo for rainbow trout. And in all honesty, the trout you catch there aren't a kilo size fish. Yeah. A kilo size trout's a huge trout.
That is a big fish. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
You could
Yeah.
get, I think we came away with 3 fish cleaned, bagged for $30.
Yeah, I think it was an
So-
extra $1 for them to
That's
clean
the
them, which is
cleaning, yeah.
well worth paying.
That's right. yeah.
Especially
Unless
after
you know what you're doing. Yeah.
after the kids have caught 40 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An
that-
extra $40
that's
a night.
it, yeah.
Yeah. And it's quick, and they're done. Freeze when you get home.
They know what they're doing. Oh, and another big tip too is if you go into these things, make sure you take an esky with you. A lot of them
yes.
will sell you an esky there,
Of course they will.
but they are supply and demand prices sometimes.
At some different ones, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the thing to remember, and it gets the kids out and looking at doing it. These are the places you don't need a fishing license for either. That's another kicker because they're private property.
Of course they are. Yeah.
So
Good point.
it gets you, if you're interested in getting into it, it gives you a starting point. But once you start getting out into creeks and rivers, don't expect the bite to be the same.
No.
Because it's not.
But it's about the adventure getting to the creek and the river.
That's it.
And the time there and the time out.
It becomes more of the journey than just the end result.
I reckon that's part of why we've talked about our $27 fishing challenge.
That's it. I mean,
get people out and about.
I'm still itching to get out and get frustrated. I mean, excited with this $27 telescopic rod.
I want to hear all about the 9 pound line you're going to snap.
Oh, no, I don't think I'll snap the line. I think I'm going to have a dummy spit in the middle of the river when it's not casting like beautiful fresh braid, but I've got to deal with it and go through it.
See, I want to actually get that on film.
Oh.
So I might have to go and buy a rod and get amongst this, I think.
Yes,
yeah, oh, mate,
absolutely.
it's a good bit of fun. That's the whole idea.
Our idea, Cam's idea mainly was, for the listeners that aren't sure, we've issued a challenge to our listeners. Go to Kmart. There's a Jarvis Walker collapsible rod and reel combo, $27.
Everyone's on the same page then. It's all level playing field.
So whether you're chasing a carp in a pond out the back, whether you are looking for a trout, whether you're looking for the whale that hangs around out the end of Port Phillip Bay, mate.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Sure the 9 pound will pull
yeah, the 9 pound won't.
And I think there might be a few environmental things.
No, I think
a little
bit.
But yeah, we want our listeners to, whereas encouraging, we just want to show people and encourage people to get out and about, do it for cheap, take the kids, take yourself, take somebody.
So how's this being judged? Is it weight of fish or best photo or amount of?
You send the photos to us. We'll share them all over the social medias and platforms that we run. And
I think the idea was if we get the most likes on photos, so if we pick like 3 in the end out of all our listeners and we go, that one's great, that one's great, that one's great, or 4 or 5 or 10, whoever gets the most likes, we'll end up with a prize at the end of
we don't care if it's a stinky old mud pig. Or an eel. Send in the photos. They'll all get shared anyway.
Exactly.
And the prize is just getting to go on the adventure, I suppose, more than actually...
Well, it's getting people outside their comfort zone, I guess. Sometimes if you're not really wanting to get into fishing as well, $27 for a rod isn't a huge outlay.
Being collapsible, it can live in the back seat. You've always got it with you, or it can stick just in a backpack. Easy for a day trip.
I like it.
And everybody's on the same playing field. Everybody's got the same rod, the same line. So there's no cheating.
Same frustration.
Same frustration.
Same frustration,
Watching that mono with the memory curl as you cast it.
Oh, that's come on. That's how you learn to fish, mate. You're just spoiled now.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, Cam, I reckon we'll wrap it up for this week.
I think we will here,
What
mate.
I will ask, Ryan, do you want to hang around and we'll do another episode for next week?
Yeah.
Sounds good. It's
Fantastic.
been an awesome chat. Huge thanks to you, Ryan, from the YouTube channel Where To Next. I think we all learned a little something about what it takes to get out there, and I think next episode we'll talk a bit about your gear and what it takes to get out there, mate.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much, mate.
Fantastic.
Don't
Check
forget
it out,
to check
people.
on your mates too. That's the main thing that we always talk about.
Always remember to check on your mates,
Cheers all.
and we'll talk to you next week. Cheers all.
broke me.